Let's play another 30-minute rapid game. Okay, white, e4. Okay, should we go for the Morra? Well, I don't know anything else, so let's go. I know a little bit of the Alpine Sicilian. Okay, declined. Interesting. So if he declines, I'll take the center. And then it looks like he's going to play d5, so we transpose to some sort of a French, but he doesn't have the c-pawn, right? Okay, so c takes d4. He's got a check. Queen a5, check. I block, no problem. He's got a bishop check, again I can block. And then he might strike with e5, in which case I can just do it, I can advance my pawn. We get a French where he can't have a c5 break. Okay. So cd4. So if he plays d5, I would like to play e5. Yep. I'll play e5 here. Still the same check. Let's see. I think that's fine. Okay, so what is he trying to do? Expand on the queen side? Not sure. I think knights before bishops, and I think it's good to develop knight f3 here, protect my pawn chain, and then develop like the French. Let's see. Is there anything I'm missing here? So he's got no captures. He's got one check, which I don't find scary, so knight f3. Then my plans are bishop d3, bishop e3, castles. Unless he drums something up. Okay, so he attacks the pawn, but is defended twice. Should I try to set up that thing with... He's probably going to break with f6, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to play bishop d3. He's got takes, doesn't have a check. I'll probably try to break with f3. That's why I like to have my bishop on d3. So bishop d3. I don't see any... I see captures, I see checks, but nothing too scary. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty benign check, I feel like. Although I am removing one defender. Is he gonna play queen b3 later? Okay, so I can block with the bishop c4. And then if he plays queen b3, I take it, he takes with check. He's double attacking that pawn. Then I block with the knight. Then if he takes, then we have the typical Smith-Morra Gambit like style tactics. So I'm going to block with the bishop and challenge his bishop. Why not? He's got captures. He can move the queen out to... yeah, bishop d2. He's got a capture. I can recapture the queen. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so he takes, queen takes d2. Obviously not knight. Or should we develop knight? Should we just start developing the knight? Yeah, I mean, let's start developing the knight. Then if he checks, he can't check, but he can certainly attack my pawn again. But then I move the knight to b3. So, yeah, knight takes knight b, d2. Then I can play knight b3, and then I can play knight c5. Queen attacks. I'm gonna play here knight b3. He might give me a check, in which case what do I do? Do I go for the queen trade? Or do we gambit? I mean, okay, I'm thinking knight b3. Knight b3 check. Because if he takes queen takes, then we play knight f3. And if he takes again, his development is really bad. So there's two paths here. One path is I'm playing knight b3. He plays knight b3, queen, knight b3, queen b4, check. In which case, what do? Do I block with the other knight? Seems silly. I block with a queen, we trade queens. It's hard to tell who's better. Or I can let him be greedy. He can take the pawn. So knight takes, queen takes. And then I have maybe castles right now. Yeah, castles. Gambit the pawn for development. That's my style. Okay, now I have a massive lead in development. And I would love to play, okay. He does stupid things. So he's trying to eat up all these pawns. What I could do is I could play Maybe I played rook c1, gambit another pawn, and play rook c2. Another option is to give a check. Yeah, I like that. Maybe that's a good option. Give a check, then reroute the knight, reroute my own queen to g4. My bishop is kind of loose. But I can always move it to the back rank. So let's see, queen a4 check, bishop. Queen a4 check, bishop d7, queen g4. Then he's probably gonna play g6, weakening his dark squares. And then I can start moving my rooks to the B file or to the C file. I like that plan. So let's go queen a4 check. Okay, now one plan could be, all right, so now queen g4. I was thinking about bishop b4, but he can take that 3 times. It's also attacking my pawn, so I gotta be careful about moving my knight. My bishop is kind of loose. So if he can threaten my bishop. Where would he put it? Where would he put it to threaten my bishop? He could play queen c3, he could play queen b3, and then what would I do with the bishop? Okay, good. Now I'm thinking rook ac1. It's the general improving move. He's weakened his dark squares. He won't be able to castle. So I'm thinking rook ac1, feel free to grab more material. And then I feel like after that, or which rook should I move? Maybe I should move rook fc1. Rook fc1, and then if I need to, I can tuck my bishop away to f1. Yeah, I'm thinking rook fc1. I can also even start stacking up the rooks. Rook fc1. Yeah, I like that. Rook fc1, and he checks. He's got 1 check and 1 capture. He can threaten my undefended bishop, which I can tuck away to f1. You can try to do a queen trade, but how? No, you can't do it in this position. I like that move. You can threaten my queen. I didn't think about that. Knight h6. Okay, knight h6, I think I play queen g4. Threaten the knight. Knight goes to f5. And then I'll probably just take it at that point. And get my pawn back, or create so many weaknesses that it'll be easier to get my pawn back. So my pieces are super active. He's got a queen developed and a bishop. And I have I have queen, bishop, knight, and rook developed, and I'm castled. So I'm basically like 5 points, or I'm 5 tempos ahead of him in development, or no, 3 tempos ahead of him in development for a pawn. Seems like a pretty good deal. I've got threats of okay. So what are you gonna do about rook b1, rook a b1? I'm guessing his only move there is what? Queen h5, queen a5, or queen d3, right? Both of those don't look great, in my opinion. So can you try to challenge that rook? I mean, I think rook a b1 is a supernatural move. I don't see any big threats. He's got a check and a capture. It develops another piece with tempo. So I'm thinking either rook b1 rook b1, queen a7 would be super passive for him. So I'll like get rook a b1, and then another plan later is knight g5. So rook a b1. If he plays rook b1, I definitely grab the pawn on b7. Okay, so his queen is basically bye-bye. It's so passive, like what's the point right now? And I'm very tempted to play either either rook c8 or rook c7. Or knight g5. So rook c7, rook c7, rook c8, rook takes c8, bishop takes c8. I don't like that. What about rook c7, rook c8, rook c1? Rook takes, then his queen can threaten my rook. I don't like that either. What I do like is the idea of knight g5. How does he respond to that pressure? If he plays rook c1, then I play queen f3. Rook takes, and he's got a lot of pressure to deal with on that pawn. So I like that play. Knight g5. He's got to capture. Doesn't have any checks. Can't attack my undefended pieces. He could play something like h5 to get a tempo on my queen. What if he plays? If I play knight g5, what if he plays h6? I think at that point, I just sack on f7. Knight g5, h6. Knight g5, h6. Knight g5, h6. What about bishop takes? g5, queen takes. I don't know, knight g5 seems good. Wow, time is bad. This pawn is kind of overloaded. I could do something like this. No, it doesn't work. Maybe I should have moved my knight like this. And then what? Here and here. No, it takes too long. Pawn is pinned, I gotta remember that. Knight h6, obviously I play... Yeah, knight h6, I play queen f3. And then if h6, I think I sack on f7 because it makes the g6 pawn very weak, and you know, my pieces are just coming in. So if h6, I'm gonna grab on f7. King takes, okay. Where's that knight going? He's trying to go get to f5. Okay, so f3, knight f5, bishop takes f5. G takes F5, and now I've created some massive weaknesses. I mean, I like it. Queen F3, Knight F5. Queen F3, Knight F5. Queen F3. So, okay, Queen F3, Knight F5. What about just G5 at that point? Where's that knight going? Queen F3, Knight F5, G5. Knight can go to H6. Knight can go to Knight can go to H. No, that knight is pinned. What am I talking about? That knight is pinned. Yeah, Queen F3. Queen F3, can he attack any of my pieces? He can. But he's also got to deal with a mate threat. I'm guessing he's going to play castles at that point. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Queen F3. I'm using my mouse now. Queen F3. Knight F5, G4. Should win the knight, in theory. Queen F3. Castles. And then we sack a piece. You can recapture with a knight. Oh, but then we can go Queen H3. He's got some problems to deal with. Yeah, let's do it. Queen F3. Can also get my rooks in, because right now his king is the only thing defending. Right now his king is the only thing defending the bishop on D7. So I can put a bishop on C7. So knight f5 doesn't work. Castles, I relocate my queen to h3, threatening mate. He can play h4. And I don't know, I'll find some way to develop further. Yeah, I'm thinking castles, queen h3, yeah, queen h3, h4. Or I mean, I'm on the attack, right? Queen h3, h4, bishop takes g6, h takes g6. No, because the knight takes g6. Okay. Queen h3, h4. Queen h3, h4. Queen h3, h4, g4. What about that? I like it. Captures, checks, all good. He might play bishop b5 because my bishop is undefended. No, because I got a main threat. So he's got to play h3, h4. He's going to play h4. And I will play... I think I'm going to play g4. Oh my god, there's a skewer on the table. I'm not seeing anything. He's got 2 undefended pieces on the 7th rank. I just noticed it. Should we do it? I think we should. Okay, so rook c7. Rook c7, rook... Ooh, so many tactics. I'm seeing stuff. I'm starting to see stuff. So, rook c7, rook c1, although he'll probably use this rook. I've got, but I'm still, rook c7, rook c something. I'll hit this, he takes it. Then, I can play this. If he takes it, the knight defends. Rook c7, rook c8, rook takes, rook c7, rook d8, rook takes d7, rook takes d7. Bishop takes. Knight takes here and takes. Knight takes. That knight is annoying. Okay, so what about just g4? I don't see any problem with g4. If he can't play this next. Yeah, g4 is good. This skewer does it do anything? He's just going to play this rook here. It does create some pressure along this file though. And it kind of pins this guy. So let's do that. Let's do that first. If he plays this, that loses a piece. So let's do that. Gives us the opportunity to sack as well if we need to. I mean, this sack is something though. Rook here, and then takes with check, and I have a bishop and a queen. He's got the knight defending, but I feel like we might be able to find some stuff. Okay, doesn't that just give me a piece? Takes. What am I missing? What am I missing? Takes. Oh, he's gonna open stuff up down the file. He's gonna take h1. Okay. take a2. Okay, okay. Am I scared? I'm not scared. I'm up a piece. I'm up a piece. I'm up a piece. Let's see. Yes, he's got pawns, but I'm up a piece. So let's see. We can either... Our knight is pretty good here. Knight is pretty good. We can always come back. Or should we continue the attack? Can drop the rook back to f1, but I feel like, yeah, let's go. Let's go with the queen trade. Let's go. Queen here, takes. Ah, that's mate. So queen here, takes, mate. I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm not falling for that. Move here. I gotta move somewhere where he's defended. Right now this guy's undefended. Because he can move, if I move there, he can move here, forking these two pieces. So we gotta make sure we move to a defended square. Or at least we can move to e1. That's a good idea. Move to e1. If he attacks both my pieces, the knight can come back and defend both and attack his queen. I like it. What if he then... Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I got 5 minutes to convert this. I also have pressure down the king side. We could play this. Takes, check. If he blocks mate, if he moves mate. I like it. Do it. If he doesn't play something like this now, that's what I'll do. Okay. I thought about that. So the idea is this. I like playing g4 next anyway. I don't think there are any backbreaking issues. Although he could play, oh the bastard, he could play e2, queen e2. I'm not gonna fall for that. Maintains pressure on my rook. If I play g2, oh, he's gonna go for the trade like this. Takes, check. Maybe I should just go play rook f1 and go for that original plan of sack, sack, mate. What about just, I'll grab a pawn. Let's go with the pawn. How can it hurt? Okay, what so you're gonna try to create some sort of a back rank pressure. What about just G? Defends my knight, which I don't like that. Defends my knight because he can attack it. Although it's defended by the queen, so that's not bad. So he just takes, he moves this guy here. We just take with the queen. So one more defender eliminated. And then we can threaten the jump at any point. Okay, so I'm probably gonna play g4 next, although his queen just takes. Okay, he's pinning my knight. He's pinning my knight to the queen. Okay, so I'm thinking he's pinning my knight to the queen. He's pinning my knight to the queen. Oh God, knight's defended. Knight's defended. He can't take it now, or he can take. Yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move. He's gonna take, and then that's fine. Starting to win material. So I'm just gonna go rook f1. Get out of his little tricks. My knight can't move because it's pinned. My queen is kind of in a silly situation here. I could move here, but then that's bad for me. I'm thinking queen g3 next. Or get my rook back on the back rank. To help out. This would blunder my knight. Queen g3. Okay, what's he doing? He's trying to right trap my rook? I think he is. Play this. Yeah, that does something to my rook. It's not good. Alright, now I have this though. Now I have this space. You can tempo me. Okay, I can go here. Okay, now I'm definitely thinking about this next. If he doesn't harass my... If he harasses my rook, I think I'm going to move here. If I lose this game, it's only because of time. I played well enough to win this game. Who wants to trade? Okay, I'll trade. Okay. Let's put our knight in an active place. We're supported by the queen. Or let's centralize the queen. Maybe we ask for a queen trade? No, let's centralize the queen like this. Get rid of this passer. Target it like this. No back ranks. No back ranks. Takes. No back ranks. So it takes, this guy will be pinned for a long time. Takes, king comes here. Gotta be able to go with check. Oh, but we can take like this. Takes. Fuck, 40 seconds. How do I attack this pawn? Oh, I can grab this with check. Okay. Yes. Solid victory. Solid victory. Right within a half an hour. I like it. Did have 2 blunders, but my opponent has 6 blunders, so I don't feel too bad. Okay, bishop d2 is fine. Knight b takes is the best move, developing. Okay. Knight b3, yeah, I was debating that, but I decided to go with the second move, which is castle, and gambit my pawn for development. My opponent played, no, I played knight f3, which is the best move. Not the best move by him. I did play the right move, and I did play the best move, which is it's kind of like the French Tarrasch variation. Let's see, rook ab1. Rook ab1 is considered the best, but I wanted to put a rook on an open file. Apparently he's got the advantage, so this is a blunder. Rook ab1 makes sense, yeah. That's a bad move because it makes him super passive. Rook c7 now. Rook c7, rook c8. Okay, so I gotta play this out because I was debating this. Okay, so he immediately challenges me, and what happens? What? Rook c takes b7. Oh, that gets the king out. So this is an exchange sacrifice. But the compensation is that... What? Wait a second. What? Oh, rook takes b7. Oh, rook takes b7. Ooh. I didn't consider that. Queen c5. Wait, what am I doing? Not queen c5. Okay. Bishop takes a6, just completely shattering everything, huh? And the king is still stuck in the center. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I gotta consider all my captures. That would have been an interesting line to calculate. Okay. So we went along. Okay, this is a bad move because it's a missed win. Okay. Queen f4. I play queen f3. Why is f4 so much better? Queen F4. Oh, because it didn't get into here. Okay, now Rook C7. Okay. Wait, what did it didn't want me to take? Oh, knight takes G6. Or bishop takes G6. I was looking at all those sacks, but they didn't seem to work. Oh, is it the same idea here? So bishop takes G6. Let's say knight takes G6. Queen takes F2, what? Okay, let's say knight takes G6, saving his knight. Oh, queen takes H5, okay. That makes sense. And then if he does this, then queen E6. Oh, I should have been able to see this. I should have been able to see this. This is really good. I knew that pawn was overloaded, man. I should have been able to see this. This is nice. Okay, so if anything, I need to memorize this move in this position. This is the key position of the game. This is like a tactics / strategies puzzle. Move 21. Alright, interesting. Okay. I had another missed win. Queen E3. Queen E3 would just trade queens. F takes E3. Oh, F takes E3. Okay, so Queen E3, Queen takes E3. F takes E3 to open up this file. And we already have massive pressure down this file. Interesting. Oh, and then we would be able to, like, because this rook is pinned, we would be able to take this, come back. Interesting. So yeah, let me just look at this. Takes. A E8. A. Okay, so let's say he does, you know, random move like this. I'll play a rook F1. He plays a random move. And then I play... Okay, knight takes B7, fine. Plays another random move. H3, yeah, that's... I don't see the compensation there. Or I don't see the plan necessarily. That's too far deep in there. D2. Okay. Yeah, this pawn restricts this square, love it. So he has to go all the way around. 5. Okay. I was kind of lucky that my little knight jumps defended this pawn. I was kind of lucky there. It's not anything that I calculated. But that's what happens when you have a knight and 2 pawns versus a king. And versus just 2 pawns, I guess. Knights are beautiful. Okay, here it's just... I go after his other pawn. Now I cut off his king. The rest is easy. And he resigned because he knows I know how to do this. Cool. Another 1500 scalp. Hopefully I'm on my way to 1500.